Liberty football going through their off-season conditioning. We're joined by the strength coach, Chad Scott. And the fourth quarter program, Chad, take us through it, what we saw here today and what you got accomplished.
Yeah, sure. So today was our change of direction day. So it was our second day. So we do it 4 days a week. We'll have 2 kind of straight ahead conditioning days and then 2 change of direction days. Okay. And then really the idea behind today is just try to put them in some uncomfortable positions, make them pay attention to detail, and then really just kind of learn about how to control their effort and how to control their just desire to be the best they can be for the day.
Yeah, we saw and heard Coach Chadwell on the loudspeaker and talking about the mind and exercise that muscle. It's got to be the strongest part of what we're doing. When you hear those things and you see the guys going through their workouts, how do you hope they adapt to that?
Yeah, so we tell the guys, a champion's made on the other side of I don't feel like it. And there's a lot of drills out here you just really don't feel like doing. There's a lot of running, and so we're trying to get them to that point, where they can push through, because ultimately the idea behind the Flames quarter, the fourth quarter of a football game is most of the time the deciding factor of a football game, but we want the first quarter, the second quarter, the third quarter, to be the Flames quarter as well. So it's a mindset, regardless of who you're playing, what the outside world's saying about the team, whether they're good, whether they're bad. I mean, at the end of the day, it's Liberty versus Liberty, and what we're out here doing, it's you versus you, and trying to be the best that you can be, and then ultimately lift your teammates up while you're doing it.
Was talking to Ed Gomes, your spiritual director, and he goes, you know what, they were out here a couple days ago, and these drills are completely different here today. So the creativity with these, Chad, what goes into the different drills that you do?
Absolutely. So we got a laundry list of drills, and myself and our staff and Coach Chadwell, we pretty much sit down and we map out a plan, to that way no day is the same. We don't want guys walking out here and getting caught in just the monotony of things and every day being the same. We want to keep them on their toes, and right as soon as they got a drill figured out, we'll throw a wrench in there and kind of mess them up a little bit and see if they can adapt to it.
And you also heard the word compete, and that's what it's all about. We're here in April. Yeah, the season never really stops for football, but competing, and regardless of the class or position, you kind of mix everybody up, don't you?
We do, and I think that's the number one core value of our program. Our core values are competition, discipline, accountability, and purpose. And we're teaching these kids to compete in everything, not just on the field, but competing, in drills, competing in the classroom, competing in the community, competing every day with themselves. And then so that's kind of the foundation of who we are. We want to compete every single day, and it's a blessing to play football. It's a blessing to come out here and run these drills and do what we're doing. I mean, there's a lot of people that would trade places with these guys at the worst moment in a heartbeat just to do this, and so just truly valuing, what competition means and competing every day. And then we'll switch it up. For instance, like TJ Bush has been doing a great job, and we'll throw him in with the DBs, if he's doing a real good job with them, and see if he can raise the level of their competition.
And you ended it with some tug of war here today. You had the bracket and the dry erase board. A fun way to end the Flames quarter workout here today.
It is, and every single day we have a competition. So the competitions vary. Today was a bigger competition, do tug of war, do the brackets. The guys love that. And, and we have an accountability draft that we run all semester. And so the seeding was based on where we're currently at, and we'll finish the end of the semester in next week, actually, with kind of like the final culmination of that. And that involves, community service. It involves academics. It involves the weight room, out on football, everything, and so we put all that based on where their seedings are, and they'll get some points, and that's why it was super competitive and lively out there, because guys are still trying to battle to finish for the point total for next week.
It is about the full person development here with Liberty football and at this university. Coach Scott, appreciate the time here today.
Absolutely. Thank you for joining us. I appreciate it. You're more welcome to come anytime.
I'll have my workout clothes next time.
Oh, let's do it.
I'm Alan York, joined by soon-to-be sophomore TJ Bush. And TJ going through the Flames quarter program. It's intense. It's about competition. Tell us about the workout today and what you got done.
Oh, the workout today is like any typical Flames core. It's going to be hard mentally and physically, but the emphasis they put on is that, that mental factor and being able to push through when it gets hard. And that's why you saw on the screen earlier when we put up the Flames quarter, it's that fourth quarter, and that's when you really got to sink in and push through.
You went through the rotations here. Which one of the rotations, the first things you did today, which one's your favorite?
There's a lot to choose from. I'd say favorite, probably the mat drill. I feel like it pushes you the most. You got to stay. There's so many details you got to follow. Whether it's the seat rolls, the shuffles, the jumps, the up downs. I think that one's my favorite because it pushes me the most.
And it ended with a bracket with the tug of war. How did your team do here today?
My team, we're a little light right now due to some injuries and everything, some trades. But we took a first round exit. But we're an academic team. We do the academics, and that's where it counts the most.
All right, TJ, coming off a Fiesta Bowl trip, your freshman year, how do you add on to that with this team coming up this summer and next fall?
I feel just speaking on the defense, we were really young last year, and I feel, we have a lot of the same core guys. As we get older, I feel like it's important for us, to just dig deep and remember that Fiesta Bowl feeling and how it felt, at the end of the game. And we don't want to taste that feeling again. So, just honing in on the little things and just pushing through when it gets tough.
I was talking to some of the coaches here today, and they mentioned some of the running conditioning you did yesterday. You were done with your drill, but you were getting extra reps, helping some of the big guys get through their drills. Why is that important to pull your team with you?
I feel it's more because, you're only as strong as your weakest link, not pointing anyone out, but, if you see a guy slacking off, you can't push through if he's falling off. So I feel like it's important, I can't push through and just worry about myself. I got to bring everyone along with me.
Final thought here, TJ. You went through the workout here today. Now you get some lunch. You get a time to kind of wind down. How do you recover after these workouts?
Cold tub, hot tub, gets a lot of treatment in and just relax. Hit some homework and just get ready for tomorrow because it's going to be a tough week.